Skinny chicks.
I do not like skinny
You
chicks.
like those athletic chicks that jog every day.
No, I bloody don't.
You do.
Stop it.
You like it.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
we've been live forever.
Yeah, we've been alive since the boob conversation.
Wow. Okay.
I wasn't going to let that gold just, go away. No, it just turned 11, so I went live.
Okay.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill-Informed Podcast, where we venture our petty and ill-informed opinions about a variety of topics, including, apparently, what girls I'm into.
Which are skinny. He likes
Which, for
skinny
the
girls
record,
that go jogging.
oh,
He likes them scrawny.
that's what I get for confiding in you, and
Skinny and nubile.
being vulnerable around you. You just throw it back in my face. I'm in an abusive relationship right now.
Yes. Yes, he likes him a toothpick. Gabby. He loves it, especially when they don't got no titties and no butt and no hips. He's like, yeah.
You're the worst.
Give me
No
that
one likes
athletic rectangular build.
Anyway, I don't have anything to segue
Yeah,
into.
see, I just threw you off.
It's completely off my game now. I had a whole plan and everything.
Yeah.
So how's your week been?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty illuminating. I did a bunch of Pride stuff yesterday online and made some money. And today's been pretty good. Learned a bit about you.
Yep.
Oh, hey, it's a Phil.
Hey there, everybody.
Hey. Did you
How's
know
it-
Richard's into skinny chicks?
Oh my God, will you stop?
Well, who isn't?
Right?
I mean, who wants a thunder ass?
Right? Not me.
And yeah.
Back to the old unexplained universe days.
When we would
Oh, yeah.
gang up on you.
Be mean to me.
Well, you were available.
Right? If you leave the door cracked, we're gonna bust in like the Kool-Aid man.
I mean, we're Americans. We take advantage of every little thing.
That's right.
America.
America.
Fuck yeah. Oh, wait. Are we online? Are we live?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
It
What
doesn't
is this
matter.
video?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, my mother-in-law's birthday was today. So we were there at the care center, where she's living. And she's 100 years old today. Hello?
Happy birthday.
Yeah. And the screen did something weird just now. Anyway, so yeah, my son Nicholas, he's an Elvis impersonator, so he went there and invited all the people there at the care center out to the big dining room there, and he did his act there, and everyone was absolutely thrilled.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, everyone was having a great time, clapping, and yay, this is really great, and knew all the tunes, because they're older people, right?
Right.
So anyway, just got back from there. I had a bit of a lunch, and now I'm having a beer.
Nice.
And I'm online with you guys now. It's perfect timing.
That is good timing. Have you heard the conspiracy theory that Elvis isn't dead, obviously?
Well, that's
This is
nice.
Everybody has.
Well, he's dead by now. Come on.
I mean, yeah, he's probably dead by now. But if he did fake his death for reasons that you cannot really be articulated, I honestly think that his best shot would have been being an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Adele went to an Adele impersonating contest.
Yeah, she didn't win.
And he lost.
Correct. Yeah.
Lost big time. Yeah. So the movie Bubba Hotep is about Elvis disappearing, and people wouldn't believe him, and some other guy was an imitator, became him, and that was really kind of a weird movie.
Bruce Campbell.
Yep, Bruce Campbell. Yeah.
Mhm. Bubba Hotep, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Bubba Hotep.
I loved Bubba Hotep.
I know it's
a
like
stupid movie.
so my two sons were huge Bruce Campbell fans, back in the day, and
Mhm.
we went into Seattle. He was having a book signing, and they both got up there to the table, and he was signing their books for him and their CDs. There was a CD and audio book and stuff, and 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 Nick goes, "I love Bubba Hotep," and he goes, "Yeah, that was a pretty freaky show." He says that was a lot of fun to do. I really enjoyed doing that one.
Yeah, I mean, like you got a black Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was
Yeah.
nuts. Anyway,
It's such a funny
good
freaking
movie.
movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just fun. Just fun. That's the way movies should be, though. Fun. Hey, it's a fun show.
Yeah, I introduced one of my friends to Highlander. She had never seen the first movie, and I hadn't seen it in quite some time. And I was like, this movie is ridiculously stupid, but still a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, did you catch some of the stuff that you didn't catch the first time around?
Oh, I mean, like I've seen it a bunch of times.
Okay. All right.
But there are scenes in the background of people that aren't fighting that are supposed to be fighting.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're hitting nothing. I caught little stuff like that where I was like, oh, that's so bad.
Okay, get all the local people out here. Okay, swing this around.
Right.
Great, print it.
We watched a film the other night called Sinners, and it was a good film. Don't get me wrong; it was very interesting. But when you reduce the movie down to its core concept, which was playing the right kind of music attracts vampires, it became pretty stupid. But it was still fun, a fun little movie.
Yeah, and I mean, made fun of it mercilessly
We
through
did.
the
We
whole
mocked
thing.
the shit out of that film.
But
great.
it was a good movie.
Yeah.
And then we found out we had we had the same favorite vampire movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we both were expecting the other to mock us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
As one does.
as one does.
In a committed long-term relationship.
What is your favorite vampire movie?
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah, I like I like the Vampire Lovers.
The Vampire Lovers?
Yeah, it's a Hammer film.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh, you should.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
It's
I mean, like
late 60s or early 70s, probably.
Now, if we're talking about vampire comedies, I would say that my favorite would be Love at First Bite.
Yeah, it's that or Dracula Dead and Loving It.
With
Dracula
George
Dead and
Hamilton.
Loving It was good. Yeah, I don't know about the other one. It's
George
Love
Hamilton
at First Bite is a great comedy.
It's what I would call a light. What do they call it? A light romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my cup of tea.
Wait, I'm not talking about the one with Jim Carrey.
Well, yeah,
No.
that's not the one.
No, I'm talking about the one with George Hamilton from like the 80s.
Oh, that's right. It was a comedy. I remember that one.
Yeah, like they're at the table and she's dating a psychiatrist, and he walks up, and the psychiatrist and him are like, "You're getting sleepy." No, you are getting sleepy. And then the waiter comes up and passes that.
Yeah,
I like it
when
it when he shoots him with silver bullets, and Dracula's like, "That's vampires, that's werewolves, you idiot."
Werewolf. Oh, damn.
Then again, like he was on the ball because he did Zorro the Gay Blade, also a great freaking comedy.
Yeah, he hit it really. I mean, to play both parts and so forth, and I thought he did pretty good, and it worked out well in the end, as they say.
Yep.
But yeah, Hamilton surprised me in both of those movies.
Yeah.
Didn't really realize he had, comedy chops.
Me neither. And he killed both of them. Like they're hilarious.
Yeah, I agree.
We've got another Spaceballs coming up with Bill Pullman and Rick Moranis coming back.
Oh no,
Rick Moranis, really?
Yeah.
you're
I
kidding.
thought he'd retired.
Mm-mm.
I thought
He
he was
had
dead.
no, so he left. I think his wife got sick or something like that. He left to take care of his wife and kids. And he said that he would come back if he ever was approached with a script that interested him. And none has until I guess now, which I mean, Mel Brooks hasn't done anything in a while, and he generally has stuff to say. I mean, so I think it's going to be good.
Well, he's like 99 years old or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
Pretty old, Mel Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Still hilarious, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll
Anyway.
want to watch that.
Yeah. I was just thinking about Vampire Lovers. Had my favorite actress, British actress of all time, Madeline Smith, and it also has Ingrid Pitt in it, which is
Okay.
hot stuff. And yeah, and there's
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, there's a little nudity going on in there, and Ingrid Pitt's taking a bath and stuff. It's really a lot of fun.
Nice, and it's from the 60s?
Yeah, I'd say 60. Let me look it up.
Is this a porn?
No. It's a Hammer film. I mean, I know Hammer did a lot of racy stuff, but no, it's not porn.
Okay.
I've seen some really bad vampire pornos in my day, including
Oh.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I love that. That's who I would have been. That's not true. I would have hooked up with Giles and never looked back.
Okay, let me see here. The Vampire Lovers. And it was 1970.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah.
I like a good older movie.
Yeah. And it's not like tongue in cheek or a comedy. They actually did it like serious.
Nice.
And vampire. Yeah, I don't know, but Ingrid Pitt is the vampire in the show. And her target is Madeline Smith. So yeah. So there's a lot of things going on.
Sweet.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
definitely have to check that out. So, Richard, you have stories?
I do. I've got some dumb news stories from around the internet for us to peruse and make fun of.
Okay.
Here we go. So this first one, man gets stuck in chimney while trying to rescue dog out of a locked building.
Okay.
You never go down the fucking chimney. Ever. Never
Don't
go
tell
down
Santa
the chimney.
No. This is the property here, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Where? Where is the chimney?
To the right there.
Mm.
Almost. No. To the left a little bit. You see the double. There he is. That's the chimney.
There's no cap.
I know. The cap's been removed because someone got stuck in it.
Touchy.
There's so many different ways that you could break into a house.
There might be a chimney on the back side of the house off of the family room or game room or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it looks like they added on to the house. You got to have a fireplace. You're going to add on to the house. You got to put that fireplace in there.
So
Connecticut, maybe. Yeah.
Is he alive or did he died?
No, he's alive. He made it out safely. He was rescued by firefighters. Had to rescue a man who got stuck in a chimney. Apparently, the neighbors had a burglary complaint He was not injured, but he was arrested and charged with
Okay.
burglary, trespassing, and criminal mischief.
Okay, so was he trying to rescue this dog or was he just trying to steal this dog?
Well, no, it says
Was it-
rescue.
Or
So-
why was he rescuing this dog if it belonged to somebody else?
Here we go. It's not clear how long the dog got stuck in the bathroom or how long the man was in the chimney. The doors can be opened from the inside after they are locked for the night. The dog was unharmed.
Okay. What? I don't understand the pretext of why this guy was in the chimney.
Right. How did he know the dog was in the bathroom?
Man got stuck, locked on the doors. It doesn't actually say why he knew the dog was in the bathroom. This
So
has got
a
a lot of-
burglar decided to come down the chimney to rob the place, and he used the dog for an excuse.
I'm guessing.
I mean,
I heard a funny call last night, or a little bit weird call last night on the police radio when I was at work.
Okay.
The dispatcher called out. She says, trespassing complaint at Value Village. And he goes, okay. She says, man is inside their garbage compactor.
here we go. Police believe man stuck in the chimney was staying there illegally.
Oh,
so
he
he
was
living right.
frogging.
All right.
Oh, yeah, he's frogging. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I got it. Well, look at the place. Looks like a nice place to, the bivouac.
to live for free. Yeah.
So he didn't have any keys. That's why he climbed into the house through the chimney. How did he get? Did he come down the chimney the first place and bring his dog down with him as well?
Maybe he dropped the dog down, and the dog was going crazy, and he couldn't get any other way. So he just, I don't know, man.
This just raises more questions.
For all the people listening in, can you answer this question for us, please? Just chime in on the chat here.
Right.
I don't
Was
think
it
that's a
was it
chimney. I think
his
that's a
dog?
pillar. Yeah, it's definitely his dog.
Okay.
All the-
Okay.
all the- these are pillars. I don't think there's a chimney
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Okay.
because there's one there, one there, one there, one there.
Oh,
I don't-
I see a square thing like dead straight up from there. Where
Yeah, there's a bit of rubble there, so maybe that's where the cat was.
if
and
you
they
look
took it up.
over to the left of that, right above the double windows, and there's
Yeah.
that tree. There it is,
Yeah.
right there. You're right on it. I think that square thing is it sticking up there.
Maybe.
Nope.
No.
Tree.
No, it's tree.
Yeah, that
So
is
this-
rubble though.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
rubble.
Yeah.
So that's where the cat was. So there we go.
The cat. Now
But
we
yeah.
have a cat.
Cap.
Oh, cap. Oh, I thought we had a dog, and now we have a cat. I don't know what was going on. So the cap. That's where the cap was.
So yeah, dude was frogging in this house. That's why he was charged. I still don't understand how he got into the house in the first place. If
Right.
it
And
all automatically
if he got
locked.
into the house, if he originally got into the house, why didn't he unlock the outside door so he didn't come back in again?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or leave a window open or something. so he can
Unless,
come back in.
yeah. Definitely leave a window.
This is a
open.
stupid story, Richard.
It's
the
reeking of
point.
amateur frogging. That's what this is.
Right.
This is an amateur frogger who didn't know what he was
Right.
doing.
They need to be more like the professional froggers. And just gaslight the
I wanna-
crap out of the family for like
They can
8
live
to
in
10
those
months.
houses for months. Some of them even years. The pros.
hmm
Yeah.
I mean, if he was really a pro, he would have taken out one of those huge round suction cups and put it on the window and get a glass cutter, do a little circle thing and pop the glass out to get in.
I mean,
You
yeah.
know.
That's just for a start. I mean, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, this guy's just let me down. I thought it was a cool story, but it's just raised a lot more questions than it's answered. Like now, I'm going to be genuinely thinking about if the dog got locked in the house in the first place, how he got into the house and why he had to resort to using the chimney the second time. It's going to wind me up the wall. I'm going to have to investigate this more.
Well,
I'll have an update for next week.
You have to look. You have to consider the source, man. I mean, it's AP. Come on.
Yeah, but it's like genuine.
I know,
See?
but it's still the AP.
Bristol man in chimney. See, we got ABC.
The Bristol Chimney Man.
Yeah, Bristol Chimney Man. Middleton Press.
It's an urban myth, an urban legend.
An urban myth. This didn't actually happen.
I remember the days of the Bristol Chimney Man.
Carlos Owens.
They say late at night when you least expect it, old Bristol comes down the old chimney with his dog.
And then he gets stuck and does
And then he gets
$10,000 worth of damage to the structure of your house.
So remember, keep a lot of kindling ready.
Okay. Superior Court, July 7th. That's when his trial is. Most trials are zoomed these days. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, check it out. Meanwhile, on to the next story.
On to the next story, yeah.
A man who was hiding out from the police in a garbage.
So what's the weirdest thing you'd expect to find in your yard?
The weirdest thing?
A unicorn.
A naked woman in a Stratolounger.
In a plausible thing. Come on, there's a storm or something.
The weirdest thing.
Okay, sorry. A plausible thing that maybe a storm or something knocks into your yard.
Okay, how about a boa restrictor?
That's pretty good. Trampoline's good, yeah. How about a transport tanker ship?
What?
A what? Oh.
Seriously, deep sleeper not woken up by shit. Hey, that would be me.
No, I was just thinking about you, Nikki, the whole time. I was like,
that
oh,
would
wow.
Be me.
That's
Abner, come quick. Abner, look out the window. Yeah, what is it, Edith? Abner. You know what that's from.
Oh, dude. So, yeah, anyway. In Norway,
No way.
Yeah, I'm going to try this. Trondheimsfjord. Off Vineset in Trondheim. A 135-meter long container ship. That would have been easier than transport fucking container ship.
Yeah.
Cargo ship. Oh, that's even easier. God, they're just embarrassing me. Crashed into a man's front garden in Norway, missing his home where he was sleeping by a few meters. Can you imagine waking up after a nap to this?
Not the roses. Yeah. Oh, geez. Looks like there might be an oil slick there, too.
It says that no oil was spilled and nobody got hurt.
Oh, it's probably just the bilge.
Yeah. Authorities plan to remove the ship at high tide.
That's not high tide?
I guess not.
Yeah, you couldn't pay me enough to live in that house then.
I could do it.
No, you couldn't. Well, that's just one bad storm away from being washed away.
That's pretty low.
Hey, I used to be in Florida, so
yeah. Well, I mean, if the ship can be in your backyard, that's pretty low. I mean, your house is pretty low to the water line there.
That's true.
But if it's been there a while, then I guess high tide is. Maybe that is high tide, right?
Maybe it is high tide if it happened earlier on in the day.
Yeah. At least early enough to where they could have a helicopter taking some photographs.
If you go down a little bit, there's another picture.
Let's see. You can't go down anymore.
Oh.
Well, gee. Oh, there.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay. Boy, that thing must have been moving.
Yeah, I mean, clonk. That's got to be low tide, though.
That is.
Yeah. He didn't wake up and instead was only later woken when a neighbor rushed around to check if he was okay. The doorbell rang at a time when I don't really like opening the door.
This guy is my
I like to
spirit
go back
animal.
to sleep, but it's very insistent ring, so I
What?
finally went to
What do you
answer it.
want?
And there's a guy I know very well standing there looking at me and amazing and saying, "Have you not seen the ship?" But I hadn't. So I went to the window and I saw the ship. Listen,
What ship?
Same. He
I'm
added
not
there was
interested.
currently no suspicion of anyone being under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Like even the guy whose house.
That is a deep sleep right then.
I feel this. That would be me. I'd be like, "Why is someone ringing my doorbell? Shut up." They would have to be pretty persistent before I finally did answer the door and get you.
Yeah. Well, I'm such a smart ass. I would have looked out the window, gone back, and says, "Oh yeah, that's mine. I picked that up yesterday."
They did it yesterday. Like, what are you supposed to do at that point? What
Well,
can you
yeah.
do?
What insurance do you call the police? Do you call the Coast Guard? Does insurance even cover getting crashed into by a cargo ship?
Right. Now, if we were in America, you would sue them. You would sue them and talk about how traumatized you were. But I don't think in that situation y'all would be
Well,
okay with that.
You could have called like Sumerian pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my thing is I wouldn't have cared. It didn't hit my house.
Right.
It messed up my garden. I would have been like,
Well,
I
you
don't
see,
have to
that's-
call
that's-
anyone,
that's
right?
the
Like,
real- that's the real problem right there. You don't
Mhm.
mess with a Norwegian's garden. I mean, that's almost as bad as messing with a Brit's garden.
See, as long as I could go down there and they would say, "Don't worry about it. We're calling all the people we need to call and we'll handle it for you." I'd be like, "Cool." So I don't have to leave my house anymore.
Right.
Y'all can do
But it's
all
not
the
one of those
things.
things. It's not one of those things though. You go to the window, go, "Yeah, there's a ship, and let's go have some bacon and eggs."
Right. That's true.
I mean, if no one was in any immediate danger and nothing was on fire or anything, bacon and eggs sound good.
Right. Like I would probably go down there and talk to them for about 30 minutes to an hour and then go
God.
back upstairs and make a few of them bacon and eggs. I mean,
this
we're
just
all in
seems
this
like an
together.
ideal bacon and egg situation, if I'm honest.
Right. What else are you supposed to do?
Yeah, it's like, all right, okay, well, there it is.
I'm Southern.
I'm
Right.
Y'all are
curious
here.
as
Let me
to how
cook for
this
you.
happened. Again, this raises questions. This dude was asleep in his house, but he didn't do anything wrong, and he's allowed to be asleep in his house. What the hell were these guys doing in the cargo ship?
Right, and it doesn't say.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, no.
No.
I'll guarantee you that the helmsman was asleep.
Very
Yeah,
possibly.
I mean, not running aground is like shipping 101. That's probably like the first thing they teach you.
So
Don't
what you
crash the
do
ship.
is you
Just
keep the boat in the
God.
water.
Yeah.
That's it. Rule number one: boat
Water,
stays
this
in the
is ground.
water.
We used to think that was common sense, but now we're legally obligated to tell you.
That's a damn good story there, Richard.
I like that one. That's
It
good.
made my
Okay,
day.
so investigative reporter Gabby did some digging for us,
No.
and she found out that the house was completely electronically controlled. It's a smart house. So everything would be open, and the dude was out too late and missed the curfew. So the house locked down and locked his dog inside of it. And that's
Yeah.
why you're trying to climb down the chimney.
Well, that's what he
Whoa.
gets for not knowing the schedule of the security.
Yeah, it's his own damn fault.
I'm just saying because I mean I get it. Some securities you can have it set up on your phone so that when your phone is within like outside of a mile, it goes ahead and arms it for you.
Right. Yeah.
And once you get within a mile, it disarms it for you.
Yeah.
You could set up those geofences, but most people don't. I would just assume they had it, we're all out of here by 8 a.m. So it does the security thing at 8 a.m.
Well, I could believe that happening there. That's like I said, it looks like a nice place. So yeah,
Yeah.
he picked
Gabby
the right.
wants me.
He picked the right house for the wrong reason. Or
Gabby
whatever.
wants me to play
Mhm.
this video
Mm-hmm.
of the incident.
The ship
No,
incident or the what's this?
this is the dog incident. I need to get better at this. 1 second.
What was the dog doing driving the car off the road?
Right.
I mean, more
That's the
questions.
whole
Yeah.
right.
Rollover rescue on the mountain. So are they rescuing the dog?
Stuck in a chimney of a town park building is now facing charges. Firefighters found Carlos Owned on Sunday with his feet dangling into the fireplace of a building. Fire crews had to
He's
cut open the
lucky he's
fireplace to get him
alive.
out. They believe Owens has been living in the building for some time. Police charged him with burglary, trespassing, and criminal mischief.
Seems pretty
He looks
happy.
happy. Yeah.
He seems really happy in his mugshot. So
Well, I mean, how long if he'd been living there for a while? I mean, that's a lot of rent for free for a little misdemeanor, a little slappy slap on the hand. And now he gets to go somewhere where he gets 3 squares.
Yeah, 3 hots and a cut.
That's right.
criminal mischief is one of them laws I not completely agree with, but it takes orders off the streets. So
Yeah.
Criminal mischief, huh?
right.
And
So obviously, Nikki, you're going to be in Scotland in 2 months,
Yeah.
and
No, that's not yeah. They don't say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Scotland. Yeah, that's a very good. That's a big Scotland.
Yes. Yes, I'm
Yes.
going to Scotland.
I want to
So-
visit some of them castles.
So of all the
Sorry.
things that Scotland could call a Scotland-wide summit for, what do you think it would be?
What did you just say? The summit? What? The sum of all?
A Scotland-wide summit. Like Scotland has
Urban.
its own parliament and stuff. Well, they don't have their own parliament; they have their own councillors and stuff.
Right. I mean, they're part of the British consulate, aren't they?
They're part of the United Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, it's British, United Kingdom, all the same thing.
Okay. They're
Yeah.
having a summit to see whether or not dogs should be able to vote.
No,
Okay.
almost
having-
as
That's
well.
stupid.
They're having a summit about whiskey and the proper terminologies and descriptions of different kinds of whiskeys.
That was
Ooh, I like that.
decided millennia ago in Scotland, Phil.
Again,
Listen,
That's
we're
already.
trying.
We're trying. Okay. So, what would you do if I told you seagulls?
yes. The different types of seagulls and the kind of seagulls you can eat and the kind of seagulls you cannot eat.
Calls for Scotland-wide seagull summit amid warnings someone could be killed.
Scots are being left scared, attacked, and traumatized by seagulls.
By
Trust me,
seagull.
I know seagulls. They'll get you.
Dude, okay, you're talking about someone who would go out on the beach and like take breadcrumbs and just throw
Dude,
them up
I
in the
live
air.
freaking on the beach. I know.
You
how
know
bad
what
the
it's like. Well, no, but you lay
well, yeah,
down.
you bring toast and
Uh-huh.
little things for them and stuff, little treats. They're not going to bother you. But when they're nesting and you go
No.
out there on your own and you're just kind of walking around, man, they'll dive bomb you. They'll crap on you with that horrible fish smelling crap that they have, and then they'll peck at you, and it's horrible.
Oh, see,
No.
we would throw it in the air and then lay down, and they would all
Yeah.
flock around you and eat all the
Yeah.
stuff.
And they're like, oh,
Not
look,
even
stupid
when they're
people.
nesting. They do gang up on tourists, to be
They
fair.
can, yeah.
Seagull.
That's
If you're
But
not
this is a
feeding them-
herring gull. Anyway, this is our second largest seagull. The greater blackback gull
They're
is the
evil.
biggest one.
Sky rats, man, they're evil.
So there's just a crap ton of them.
Yes. In fact,
Growing problem of nuisance gulls.
yes.
People risk losing their lives.
Yeah.
Oh,
This-
they've attacked 7 children in 1 month.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm telling you.
Ooh,
You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding.
I've been around. I mean, I was in Florida. I've been around in on the island in Georgia. I've just never had that experience with them.
Well, different kind of seagull. Well fed.
Yeah.
People are their friends down there, and every
Mhm.
time a person sees them, oh look, here's a seagull. Let's give them some food.
Right, that's true.
So-
They're a
so-
lot more used to people, and
Even their little hatchlings, the first thing they learn how to do is hop up to a frickin' tourist for some
that's
snack.
true. Find someone with Mickey Mouse ears and ask them for some of their sandwich.
If you're working on the docks, or you're working on a boat or whatever, you're just minding your own damn business, and they're not used to tourists. They'll get you, those little bastards.
I believe it. I believe it. I'm just not used to that amount of aggression.
yeah, I've got a video
Oh, nice.
of this happening.
Haven't you ever seen the movie The Birds?
I have.
Oh man, those seagulls
Pretty
are
much
wicked.
exactly like that.
There you go.
He's got chips
Yep. Give me
And
those.
they know
chips,
he's good.
Andrew.
and he's
Give
got
it to
food
me.
and he throws the food.
Smart.
Give it to me. Give me those damn chips. Give me. I'll peck your eyes out.
He's just like, no, this isn't worth it.
Okay, here, take it.
I'm
Leave
just
me
saying right
alone.
now, I'd have fought every single one of them. I love my chips. So,
Right? Same. I
right.
would be punching some gulls right in the face.
but that's that's what they're talking about. This is what seagulls do. A lot of tourists over the years have fed them, and now they've reached that point where they're cutting the middleman out, so to speak.
Yeah.
They're no longer waiting to get fed. They're like, you've
Right.
got food,
Well,
I want it.
Part of it is the the amount of seagulls there are. Obviously they're not all getting their share. Some people will feed them and other people won't. And the population of seagulls is such that they really have to fight for every morsel they can get, even from the nice tourists,
Right.
as was an example here.
Well, that used to be true, but we had avian flu, which decimated the seabird population. Gannets and seagulls were really badly affected, and their numbers have really shot down during the avian flu scare, and they're still doing it. So it's not about how many of them there are. They've just figured out they're very smart birds, and they've just figured out it's an easy way to get food.
there. Did you see the flock of seagulls? I was a good band. The flock of seagulls there attacking that dude. I mean, there weren't just 3 or 4 seagulls.
Yeah, no, it's 20. It's a
know,
lot.
it's like there are only so many of them are only going to get a little bit of food, and the rest of them are going to fight them over it. They'll fight for food. They'll fight each other for food. Yeah.
So what are they going to do about it?
It's simple, Nikki.
Squab?
We
Open
kill
season on
the
seagulls.
seagull.
That's exactly. Or just
Squab?
isn't
You ever had-
Scotland? Doesn't Scotland have like a giant feral cat community? Like, can't you
Yeah.
just take them over there and let them eat out of the seagulls?
No. The problem is, as I said, the avian flu, as well as has decimated the seabird population. So most seagulls are protected species,
Hmm.
Right.
which is an issue. It's like in Alaska, bald eagles are becoming a bit of a nuisance animal because there's so many of them now. But you can't go around shooting bald eagles for obvious
Right.
reasons. So that's the issue that they're running into, that most gulls are protected species. So I think they're talking about building tents and stuff along the beaches, where people can go and eat.
Oh, okay. Well, makes sense. But I'll tell you, man, they'll come right into the damn tent. They'll just come right in that tent.
Yeah.
They'll fly in, land on your table. Quack, quack. They'll be like the birds all over again.
Speaking of Scottish feral cats, the reintroduction for the Scottish wildcat began last year, and it's done pretty well. Starting to see a nice upsurge in their numbers.
So are those like the bobcats?
No, they're not as cool as bobcats. They're just basically tabby cats, honestly. But
Oh, okay.
hold on, I'll show you.
Oh, tabby cat.
But yeah, it's nice. There are predator species, and another predator species is always good. Here you go, Scottish wildcat.
Well, the cat's in the kettle at the Simon Moon. The same place I go every day at noon.
There we go. There's a good picture of one.
Not just a feral cat.
Yeah, it's well, their tails and stripes are different. Like feral cats, wild cats. You know, there's cats present. I'm of the
What
same
a
opinion.
beautiful baby.
I like the stripes on it. It's really
That's how I
different.
die. It's really how I die. Is trying to pet something that I have no right to pet.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Well,
I would be like, kitty.
Yeah, my wife's like that too.
The cat distribution system doesn't lie. So if a wild cat follows me home, it's mine.
Well, yeah, because they choose
Those
you.
are the rules.
Them's the rules. Yeah.
Yeah. The cat chooses you. You don't choose the cat.
That's right. I've got a feral cat that came in during the winter and has not left since. She barely lets us touch her, but she has zero desire to go back outside ever again. She likes the air con
Well,
and not fighting for her food. Like, it's been 3 years. She lets us pet her when she's in the mood.
no, it's a cat.
I mean, that's all women, though. To be fair, so
That's true. That's true. I might as well be a cat. If you just go, Nikki, all you have to do is eat and sleep 16 hours a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm there.
I'll feed you and, groom you and stuff.
Scratch you behind the ear.
That's right. I would be all right with that.
And when you're in the mood, I can pet you. So
there you go. And when I'm
Winning.
done, I'll bite you. The end.
That's pretty much how our physical relationship has been.
I
mean.
Which Final Fantasy is this? 10?
It's 10, yeah.
11? Okay, 10.
This is my problem with Final Fantasy X. What is happening on the screen right now, this Blitzball, it's a mini game inside the game, and this is what I'll do. I won't move the story forward. I won't level up. I'll just play this for hours and hours and hours.
There's nothing wrong with that. I have friends who played darn it, Kingdom Hearts and just spent hours and hours and hours making gummy ships.
Yeah, I've sat on the edge of a pier fishing for like an hour and a half in Skyrim.
That's brilliant.
Richard and I spent an entire day on World of Warcraft in the middle of Orgrimmar fishing. Like,
we did.
At least like 4 or 5 hours. It was a day. So yeah, I definitely, I don't fault you for that. Though I've never done that with a gummy ship. My gummy ships are exactly what the game gave me.
I spent ages making a gummy Starship Enterprise.
See, freaking nerds.
Heart of
My
gold.
nephew Nick did too.
Well,
Make the
speaking
heart
of
of gold as well. Sorry.
Speaking of WoW, talking about being a nerd, I actually ordered and received the Flagon of Doom.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got it here in the tiki bar. That son of a bitch will hold an entire 2-liter Coke in it.
Nice. I'm gonna have
Or,
to.
or
maybe
as I
do-
found out, an entire 6-pack of beer.
Nice.
Wow.
But it's a collector's item. I mean, it's ceramic. It has a little number on the bottom, how many have been made and stuff. And you can only get them for a limited time. And
That's
it's
cool.
it is really cool. I really like it.
Obviously,
But I
gotta
never
test
use it.
it.
I'm afraid of hurting it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with collector's items, isn't it? They just sit there collecting.
I
dust.
open them because I know I'm never gonna sell them, so
Hmm.
I might as well enjoy what I bought.
Plus, if my house ever gets broken into, I could use it as a weapon.
It's true. You could. It would probably
Take my
really
wife,
burn
but
someone.
leave me my flagon.
Or Tiger, whatever they call it, Tankard of Doom, or whatever they call it.
Tankard, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
think
What's
you get
happening on
that.
EastEnders, Gabby? What happened this week?
I should show
Joel's
it
a little jerk face. Joel is still a little butthead, and I hope he gets hit by a car
Yeah, we hate Joel.
before he rapes somebody. I hate his dad, and I hate his dad's girlfriend. I can't remember her name.
Vicky.
Vicky. She's awful.
We're just not happy about that entire family. Let's see. Oh, Nicola and her family was back in it after a 2-week absence. Started the week pretending everything was normal, but like
Teddy
wasn't.
blew that by telling her that he couldn't stand her anymore.
Yeah, that was great.
Which I love Teddy. Like that made me love him all the more. The fact that he called the police on all that situation made me like him. I just like him as a character. But I like Nicola too. She's just an awful person. And I appreciate that about her.
Yeah, I mean she's a good heel. Like you love to hate her.
Yeah.
Like Nish.
I don't know about Nish because I came in on the back end of that one. But you know, I like Nicola. I would actually probably hang out with her in real life. I just wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her. But I would watch the shenanigans from afar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm always happy to see Nicola. And what was it? It ended with Linda trying to sell the pub. So pretty uneventful.
Yeah, it wasn't like a riveting week or anything in EastEnders.
No.
The Duffs were kind of pitiful.
Yeah. I'm just wasn't the greatest Duffs this week.
I want it to be found out that Joel taped him and Ivani having sex. I want Tommy to spill the beans to his mama, and I want Kat and Robbie to go beat the shit out of that little kid. Or actually go hire someone to beat the shit out of that little kid. Or it would be cool if Tommy grew a pair and beat the shit out of that little kid.
That would be cool. We'll have to see how the week goes, but next week goes. But yeah, totally happy with that.
Can't find it. Oh, I think it's in the dining room in a cabinet. That's where I put it.
Oh.
Trying to find it. But however, let me see here. Private chat. How do I turn my camera on? Here we go. I did get this. This is kind of like.
No, he disconnected himself.
Oh,
he's gone.
I
He's
can't.
back.
It says I can't start camera. Control plus E. All right. Control E.
I was really tempted him telling him alt with F4.
Well, that's really strange.
the
Once you're in the
right way.
studio and that, it will not let me start the camera. Why is that?
Down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Is it because he's not logged in, maybe?
Well,
I don't know.
Oh, he is
No.
logged in, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, I think it's because I'm using a different microphone and not the Logitech camera.
Very well could be it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. So anyway,
If you go to settings, you should be able to change that.
Yeah, I don't want to change it.
Okay.
I just was going to
I
show.
mean, you should be able to change the camera.
Yes. Let me do that. Audio, camera, audio. No,
Okay.
default mic tone. That's my microphone. Let me go down here. No, it's not.
Okay.
For some reason, it's not even showing. I guess my Logitech isn't plugged in. That's
Well,
why.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I'm just stupid. Oh boy. Okay,
You're
I'm
not
gonna
stupid.
plug it
You
in.
just didn't know it was plugged in. That's fine.
I didn't know it was unplugged. That's right. Phil unplugged tonight.
Oh,
Film at 11.
Well, okay. Anybody got anything else?
I don't.
Man, I got nothing.
All right, then. That'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. It's good night from me, and it's good night from them. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Da da da.